Hello everyone. My name is Linh, and this is my individual assignment of the e-commerce course. Um, the presentation talking about the case study of the Financial Times. The Financial Times is a global magazine that sells millions of copies all around the world each year, and there goes a saying that it would make no sense to develop new contractual relationships on an individual basis between the Financial Times and each new payment method like Ideal or PayPal. About the customer of the Financial Times, the Financial Times is one of the world's leading business news and information organizations. They are recognized globally for our authority, integrity, and accuracy. The Financial Times provides a broad range of essential services, including news, comment, data, and analysis, to the growing audience of internationally minded business people. And I will talk about the challenge of the Financial Times, which they have to cope with recently because of international expansion and subscription. They have to cope with a major shift towards digital sales services, including providing intelligence, valuations, and indices through merger market like FTSE and interactive data. This is one of the two major changes into their business models, and the other changes is an equally major shift from advertising to subscription revenues. As part of this increasing focus on subscription, the Financial Times wanted to achieve two objectives related to payments, like providing its new and existing subscribers with a broad range of convenient and preferred forms of payment for each key country. Um, Besides, they why not increasing the internal costs driven by this uh, broad range of local forms of payment. This is some of their major challenges which they have to cope with. And how to deal with these challenges, they have to figure out some requirement for the keys to these emerging solutions, these emerging problems. First, they have to provide its new and existing subscribers with a broad range of convenient and preferred forms of payment for each key country. FT, from now on, I will call the Financial Times with a FT, with a short of FT. The FT Limited, FT's newspaper business, selected global colleagues to handle its payment processing across Europe in order to support its international expansion and its migration towards a subscription business model. As part of this increasing focus on subscription, the FT wanted to achieve um, two objectives related to payments. The first, like I told you before, providing its new and existing subscribers with a broad range of convenient and preferred forms of payment for each key country. Secondly, why not increasing the internal costs driven by this broad range of local forms of payment? They have to reach um, both of these requirements. And what about the solutions they have to figure out to solve some problems they have to face recently? The FT's newspaper business selected global collects to handle its payment. Like I said before, they have to process across Europe in order to support its international expansion and its migration towards a subscription business model. Like you can see in the slide, there are four forms of payment. FT wanted FT want to use in the future, and some of these they are applying right now. First is the credit card. For example, American Express, Mastercard, and Visa. And apparently, these forms of payment are applied in all countries right now. Second is the local cards. Because of the local characteristics, these cards are only used in their appointed countries. For example, you can use the card blue in France, Dancourt in Denmark, and Carter C in Italy. Next is the direct debits, and finally is the bank transfer, which can be used in all European countries. With its scalable single interface payment platform, Web Collect, Global Collect has provided Financial Times with an ideal and customized solution. Because of using some of these solutions, they definitely gain some benefits from doing that. And Edgar Dunn and Company interviewed Financial Times representatives to estimate the major benefits generated by Global Collect. Global Collect has enabled acceptance of cards, checks, direct debit, and bank transfers for FT's newspaper subscriptions since 2003. The major benefits are listed. First, they lower IT costs driven by a single IT interface with Global Collect, using a ballpark estimate of 20% days required to develop each new connection. FT believes that the upfront cost savings, excluding any maintenance costs, is likely to exceed £10,000, assuming approximately £500 per person a day per connection. Secondly, it lower back office costs thanks to automated full service payment processing, including reconciliation and reporting. A major benefit provided by Global Collect is the streamlining and automation of accounting processes related to payment acceptance. Instead of completing multiple manual processes in order to reconcile new subscriptions and renewals with received payments. As you can see, FT can complete most reconciliations automatically, and this is one of the most amazing achievements that FT had gained recently. And finally, we have to mention that they in the past they would offered wide range of locally preferred forms of payment supporting high renewal rate. FT wanted to provide a wide range of forms of payment to its subscribers in order to provide a more convenient buying experience and to support paper to online migration for all customer communications. Therefore, they therefore by doing some of these solutions, by doing some of these methods that I mentioned before, they 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 actually gain some benefits from doing that. And talking about some of their recent situation, now we have to look at their future and what kind of what kind of what kind of um, overview in the future the Financial Times will be. Payments will play a role in supporting Financial Times international development plans. Um, of course, because what like I said before about in the section of the benefits from applying some new methods in Financial Times, they they will definitely continue applying these methods. And in order to support its overall business strategy, FT is considering a number of future initiatives that will have a payment dimension, including addition of new currencies, including a local currencies across Asia Pacific. Like you can see in the previous slides, actually FT only concentrated on the European markets and the North American and South American markets. In the future, they will focus on the Asian Pacific markets. And what is more, they they will definitely find out many new forms of payment instead of those old payments they always use from now from yeah, back then. And that's the end of the presentation. Thanks for listening, and hope you guys will receive a whole brief overview of the Financial Times and what major problems related to their e-commerce life, and hope you will receive some lessons, interesting lessons.